What's up, guys? It's Rich again. I guess you'd call this the Redneck Rant Part 2. Got a question for you. Has gun violence in the past 20 years gone up or down? I watched a program on TV, and it was actually asking. Betty's barking in the background. Neighbors must be up. They were asking people on the street if gun violence in the past 20 years has actually gone up or down. And the majority of them, well, one lady said 50%. I mean, she was convinced that, I guess, we're all shooting each other. I think the lowest one, if I remember right, was one lady said it's gone up 10%. I'm not going to answer that right now. I'll answer that at the end of this video. The reason I bring this up is, well, because of the Navy Yard shooting, and I'm not going to make light of that. I mean, my heart goes out to the families that lost someone. But now we're back to this gun control thing, and everybody's in an uproar. And instead of actually looking at this in a common sense way, say for instance, why, there's my crock pot, why are our military bases gun-free zones, like I brought up in the last video? I looked that up, and I guess it actually happened during the Clinton administration, which is pretty much 20 years ago. Now I'm going to look up see how many actually mass shootings we've had in military bases before that. I'm kind of curious. But instead of asking that question and maybe get a law saying that military personnel can carry a gun on base to protect themselves and their family members, we're going the opposite direction. We're talking about taking everybody's guns again. Never mind that the Second Amendment says that it's our right to own a gun to protect ourselves, not just from criminals and looters and that kind of thing, but also from tyrannical governments. That's the reason. But that's another video altogether. But like I said, instead of actually looking at this in a rational mindset, we're all emotional and said we should just get rid of all the guns. Well, the problem with that is the nation's pretty much split down the middle on this. And when you got pretty much 50% of the population saying you ain't taking my guns, and the other 50% saying we are, and that's not going to pan out really well. So I'm hoping that never comes to pass myself. I mean, I pray that we never go down that road. But like I said, instead of looking at the most common sense thing, like I said, they're in the military. They're around guns all the time. Why can't they carry their firearm to protect themselves? And instead of looking at our mental health and what we're giving to these poor guys that are driving them crazy, I did some research, and pretty much every one of these mass shooters is on something for some mental problem. And if you read the side effects on this stuff, wow. I mean, I think I'd rather be mentally ill. I mean, suicidal thoughts, violent tendencies. That's not good. But instead of actually looking at that, we're focusing on the guns. Never mind that it's our constitutional right to own guns. But never mind that there's more guns in America right now than there ever has been, and it's not the Wild Wild West. I'll have to bring this up now since I brought that up. Gun violence in the past 20 years, if you look it up, and this is a FBI report, gun violence is actually down 49% from 20 years ago. So, my question to all the anti-gunners, if there's more guns in America now, why is gun violence actually going down? Makes no sense in y'all's point of view. Makes perfect sense in my point of view. I mean, most of these guns that are in America are owned by law-abiding citizens, and we have hunters, we have people that like to shoot at ranges, home protection. One of the reasons probably gun violence and actual crime itself is down is because most of the population is armed and the criminals know it. But like I said before, never let something that's actually true interrupt your narrative of anti-guns. So I instead of actually, like I said, instead of actually looking at things in a common sense way, we're all emotional. And like I said, I feel bad for the people that lost their lives. But I mean, maybe we should allow, instead of stricter gun laws, maybe we should allow our military to carry a firearm. I mean, I trust them with a firearm. They've been trained with a firearm. How many more soldiers are going to have to die? I mean, I still don't understand the reasoning for the gun-free zones in a military base. I can see gun-free zones in a school and that kind of thing, but a military base? And the funny thing is law-abiding citizens follow the gun-free zone laws. Only the criminals that don't follow it. But that's another video altogether. I don't know. I sometimes feel like I'm living in the United States of Bizarro world. I mean, America, I don't even recognize America anymore. And one of the reasons I'm doing these videos, like I said, is I'm hoping to get discussion going among my friends. And if this goes out in the YouTube universe, maybe get some discussions from other people. I just want people to open up their eyes and not just listen to what they're saying on CNN, Fox, and NBC, and all these other channels, because they're not being told the truth. I mean, you're getting bits and pieces of a truth. You actually have to sit down and study and to see what's actually going on. and that takes time, and it's not easy to do. Wait a minute, it is easy to do. We're living in the internet age. It takes all of 2 minutes to look up something. So that's my second part. I better go. This is already running like 10 minutes. So I'll let you go, guys. If you liked the video, let me know. If you don't, I'll still do some more. Later, guys. Bye.